Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and this is just a really quick progress report on the Apple II repair. Right, first of all, the board you see in front of you now is not the Apple II board that I was working on before. I have two Apple IIe's up in the attic, so I thought it'd be a good idea if I dragged the other one down. My idea being that I could perhaps use one for parts that I haven't got, and then swap the parts and get one working out of the two, and then once I've got one working I can get the other one working. So that was my plan anyway. So I dug the other one out of the attic. This is it in front of you, and as you can see, it's got one. The reason why I've jumped over and thought I'll get this one working first is, if you look, absolutely every single IC on the board is socketed. Everything. On my other one, there's probably, well, my other one's here. Hang on a sec. This is my other one. All the RAM is soldered to the board. All that 74 series logic around there is soldered to the board. They're soldered to the board. That's soldered to the board. As you can see, apart from the interface ICs, the processor, the ROMs, sound chip, keyboard, ROM, and a few other parts which may or not have originally been socketed. I soldered to the board on that one. On this one, like I said, every single thing is in a socket, which makes problem solving so much easier. What I've done, I've got the original power supply from this one, which is here. There we are. That's the original power supply from it. And I've not even tried plugging that in, because I know what will happen as I do. There'll be a fizzing, popping noise, and the mains filter cap will go pop in it. So as we've rebuilt this power supply anyway, I thought, sod it, I'll use this one. So I stripped the computer open, I swapped the power supplies over straight away before I did anything else. Put it on this board, because I know that the voltage is steady out of that, and I know the power supply is not going to be an issue. Powered this board up, and basically got exactly what I was getting on the other one. Wasn't even that, it was more just the fixed screen with a couple of frozen artifacts in the middle of it. I tried swapping all the ROMs over to the other set that I burnt, which I'm not 100% convinced are working actually, and it was still the same. I checked for a clock on the CPU, that was there, but the CPU wasn't doing anything. It was in a pretty much frozen state. So I whipped the CPU out and put the one out my other board in, fired it up, and I was getting a load of garble and characters on the screen. And if I pressed control, the two Apple keys, and reset, it goes into like a diagnostics mode. That's not something I knew about the Apple IIe's. They've actually got onboard diagnostics. If you either unplug the keyboard ribbon cable, which is this here, or you press that key combination, they go into an on-built diagnostics. And my diagnostics from the flashing bleeping screen actually come up, and it come up with an OUI fault, an OUI flag, and OUI is that chip there. So what I did is I swapped that with the OUI chip from my other board, and I will show you what we're getting now. So we switch on, we get a beep for starters, which we weren't getting before, and if we look on screen, now this is the only problem, and it won't stop doing this. It's constantly just printing characters, and when I press a character, it'll start printing that character. If I press enter, it'll start entering down the screen. I type some stuff, and then it'll just carry on. So I think it's something to do with the keyboard interface, this. I'll try swapping the keyboard ROM chips over. I doubt it's the ROM chip. It's probably something around this section of the board, I think, which I think is to do with the way the keyboard connects to the ROMs and the processor and what have you. Oops, it's not happy. But yeah, it just does that. That's syntax error. That's what it's doing at the moment. But as you can see, we have at least got life out of it. Like I said, my next port of call is going to be around the keyboard area here. Don't think there's any logic on the keyboard itself. I think it's just a matrix, and it comes down there into the board. that's the sound chip. It does that every now and again. That's the sound chip as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure that's the sound chip. It's an AY chip. And that's the keyboard ROM there. So, like I say, I'll work around that area next, but I thought you'd like to see, shut up, I thought you'd like to see my progress anyway, and like I said, it does at least show that it's doing something. And of course, once I've got this one working, because essentially it is the same board as my other Apple II board. This one is an Apple IIe PAL, and my other one is an Apple IIe P. I don't know what that really means. I mean, the PAL I presume is, because it's a UK spec'd one, I don't know, it is P.A.L, which is, I think, is the proper PAL abbreviation. Yeah. Right, I'm going to leave it at that now. So, yeah, like I said, I have actually made a little bit of progress, and we're a little bit closer to getting this thing working. So, thanks for watching, and goodbye.